Hey witches. So I've had about 7, maybe 8 people email me to make this video. So I'm going to make it, and I'm going to do my best to help you achieve this goal as much as I can in just a recorded video. So what you need to do first, step 1, before you do anything else, okay? Decide if you really want to win the lottery. That's a lot of money. And they say sometimes that if you're depressed, you get more money, you're going to be really depressed. You're anxious, you panic, you have anxiety, that's going to increase once you get money because you have more things to deal with. So just be sure that you want it. That does not mean it's bad, okay? Just make sure that if you suffer from those things that you have healed, because otherwise the universe probably won't give it to you anyway. So focus on healing. Focus on shadow work, removing any blocks you have about money. But the thing about the lottery is you're also going to have to remove the block about the odds. Because I know you've at least heard about the odds once, okay? And they are ridiculous odds, but that doesn't matter because you're creating a win for yourself. Once you visualize it, you've created that win, okay? The universe is infinite, on top of infinite, on top of growing infinity. If you are not aware of, quantum mechanics, quantum physics, string theory, things like that, you might want to look into that, because in our universe, everything exists. Okay, everything that has been created exists. So what you are doing once you create it is just making sure that you are aligned with it and that you remain aligned with it until your timelines match up, or you jump timelines. You can actually do that. You can do a quantum leap. There are guided meditations. I've actually done one, and it was I did it right before my first substantial win. So guys, try that. I'm not crazy. I even tried hypnosis, just a YouTube video of hypnosis, and I think it helped too, because when people talk about those odds to me now, I laugh in their face. I tell them, no, it's 1 out of 1. Those are my odds. Those are your odds too. 1 out of 1, okay? You're 100% going to win. It just might not be today. It might not be this month. It might not be this year. But you can speed them up, okay? You can speed up your wins by doing a few things. So once all the blocks are gone, take out a piece of paper, and you're sure you really want it. Take out a piece of paper. This will help you get rid of the blocks. On the front of the paper, write down, why can't I win the lottery? And then list the reasons that you think you can't, okay? And then as you go through the list, cross the things out as you eliminate them from your mind. Make sure they're really eliminated. Don't just cross them out for the sake of crossing them out. And then next, what you're going to do on the other side of the paper is right at the top, why can I win the lottery? And then come up with those things. Use some of the things I just told you. It already exists in the universe. I created it. I'm manifesting it. The odds are in my favor, or the odds don't matter, or my odds are 100%. You can do that. Anything else? I deserve to be wealthy. It is my birthright. I love my family, and I want to spoil them. I want to take care of my family. Whatever you want to write down, that'll help you. And then cement those ideas into your head. I would even fold that side of the paper toward me 3 times, put it under my pillow, sleep with it, and then put it in my bag and carry it with me, just to have that. You don't have to, though. You can just leave it in I like to keep a manifesting binder that has everything in there, because it helps. So next, what you can do, start your visualizations. They need to be thorough. Start from when you get the ticket, what's going to happen, maybe even down to the store that you're going to get it from. And I have heard this has not always worked for me. It has worked as many times as it hasn't for me. But getting them near a source of natural water, like if there's a store across from a lake or there's a river or a creek behind the store, maybe try that store. Just something a tip that I heard a while back. And like I said, it's about a 50-50 shot, but So it could even be just the grocery store that you go to every day, because everywhere sells Lotto, except for the states that don't offer it. And if that's the case, you can go onto Players Club and play that way. But then whatever state you win in, you have to drive to that state to get the money. But that shouldn't be a problem for you after you win. So, and be sure to check how long you have to claim your prize, and if you have the option to remain anonymous. In my state, we have that, but I think there are only 5, okay? So if you can't be anonymous, that kind of sucks. So you need to think about that when you're deciding if you want this, because when people know your name, you're probably going to need to move from the state, okay? Because you don't want, especially if it's a big one, you don't want people chasing you down and bothering you for money now that they know you're a millionaire, okay? So after you've done your visualizations, you're going to continue those for as long as you feel you need to. I would say a minimum of 3 weeks, okay? And if you're a beginner, go longer, okay? After your visualizations, hold on to that feeling, and it's best to do them while in theta. So do a meditation before, do them right before falling asleep, right when waking up. Another thing that you can do while you sleep is listen to subliminals. Lottery subliminals. There are good ones out there. Just let it play while you sleep. And then during the day, you can listen to any of the abundance frequency music, like the 432 hertz mixed with a different hertz. There's 3 or 4 different variations, but they'll all say abundance, prosperity, some even say lottery. So find one that you like, because some of them have annoying chants like in the middle of them, and those don't relax me. But find those instead of listening to your normal, music all the time. Listen to that, for 70% of the time. Because a lot of the music that we listen to is on the wrong frequency, and it's not that good for you, but that's for another video. And stop watching the news. This is a side note. Stop watching the news and try not to watch too much junk TV. You can have some, of course, but try to eliminate junk TV and don't watch the news. Don't watch the news if you really need to know what's going on in the world. Maybe in the middle of the day, not first thing in the morning. Don't do that, because that sets your whole day off on the wrong foot. When you wake up in the morning, you need to do your affirmations. There are 3 different types. You can do ask and answer, which is what you should usually start with, because otherwise they'll be empty. So you can do an ask and answer. Why am I abundant? Well, I'm abundant because I have a house to live in, food to eat, hot water to shower with, an air conditioner, a car, a job, whatever. And then, okay, so then you can go to I'm abundant, ultimately. And then another type is just an ask, because if you don't know the answer, it's just an ask formation. So you might say, why am I so abundant? And ask yourself that before you go to sleep. And then usually your subconscious will come up with an answer for you and also make you feel abundant subconsciously, which is so important. So definitely ask yourself questions like that before you go to sleep, okay? And then eventually you can move on to the affirmations that are just, I am abundant. I am a millionaire. I am lucky, or luck is always on my side, or this one is even better, I am always in the right place at the right time to win lottery jackpots. So come up with your affirmations, say those in the morning in the mirror, and mean them. If they're empty affirmations, they mean nothing. So make sure that you've done the work. You've gone through the ask and answer, and then the ask, and then you can move to the I ams, okay? After that, you're going to just keep living in that millionaire mindset. You can go look at cars. You don't have to buy the cars. You can even test drive the cars and then tell the person at the car lot, the car dealership, because hopefully it'll be a really nice car you're looking at. I'm not going to buy it today, but I'll be back soon to pay for it in cash. Tell them that. If whatever they say back to you, just block it out, because it doesn't matter what they say. They may not believe you, and don't let them bring you down. Don't let people bring you down. And you're going to find that. You're going to find people. Don't share your manifestation with people. If you have, a best friend, a husband, a sibling, a parent, somebody that you love that has similar beliefs, it's okay to share it with them. But if you have someone that's negative or toxic, don't tell them anything, because they're just going to rain on your parade every chance they get, whether they mean to or not. Because they may be so practical. I have someone like this in my life that I love very much, but I have to let them know when I get to their house or before we talk on the phone, don't say anything to me about money. Because their ideas about money and my ideas about money are completely different. And so you just have to be careful. And if the toxic person is not a family member and you can cut them off, at least for the time being, do so. Fill yourself with positivity. Fill your peer group and spend time with people that are positive, not negative people. Certainly not toxic people. Don't do that. So next, let's see, we did all that. Try not to leave anything out. So you can also keep scripting. Even if you've stopped your visualizations, keep scripting. You can do the 3-6-9, which is 3 in the morning, 6 in the afternoon, and 9 at night. You can keep doing that. And then I even heard a trick from Elmer O something. I don't watch a whole lot of manifestation videos, but it happened to pop up in my feed yesterday, and he was talking about how to remove subconscious blocks, and I may link that video below, because I don't know if I agree with it or not, because it makes sense, but I'll link his video below. I never do that with other YouTubers, but I will link that specific video, so check it out. And I'm not advising you to do what he's saying. I'm just saying that it might work in certain circumstances if you have a hard time with removing blocks, which this one's a hard one to remove the blocks because of the odds that you've heard your whole life. Let's see. Keep buying your tickets. Play within a budget. What I'll usually do, always do, is play twice a week. I pick one game and play it twice a week, or either play each game once. I don't play every single drawing. Sometimes I do if I'm feeling a certain way, but not every single week, just because it's time consuming and you have to have cash and all that, and it just, sometimes it's a bit annoying to try to, people hardly have cash anymore, so just start yourself a little lottery budget. And whatever change you have left over, cash you have left over, put it in a Ziploc bag and keep it in your car or keep it in your purse, and that can be your budget. Play within the budget. Because you don't want to create real lack in your life, and then it's going to be even harder to attract, because you're going to be spending all your money on lottery tickets, and then you're just making more blocks for yourself. So stay in a budget. I cannot emphasize that enough. Stay in the budget, okay? And start putting things in your shopping cart on Amazon or wherever you shop, some really nice items that you wouldn't typically buy, things that only someone that had a ton of money would buy. Start putting them in your shopping cart. You don't have to pay for them yet, but start shopping. Do that at least once a day. Find one item that you like that you wouldn't normally buy and put it in there. So that will help. And we talked about looking at the cars. Drive around in wealthy neighborhoods as well. Go to open houses. If there's a really nice mansion that you like, go to the open house. Go to it. You don't have to buy that house right then. Just go to the open house. Take the card from the realtor. Let the realtor know that you will be in contact and that you will be buying property very soon. Let them know that. And you don't have to stick with that realtor. Just take the card, put it in your wallet, because it shows the universe that you're taking steps toward it, because you have faith and you know that Spirit has your back and the universe has got you, and it's going to happen. Keep showing that faith. Stay happy. Stay positive. I have videos on my channel about how to raise your vibrations and stay in a high vibrational state to keep you aligned with your desire. That is so important, because when you get knocked out of alignment, which is going to happen on a daily basis, but that's okay. You can just get yourself right back. Get yourself right back. It doesn't take long at all. You should feel the feeling for between 2 and 5 minutes and then be able to replace it with positivity. I just think of my daughter, unless she's the one stressing me out, which does happen sometimes, and I'll think of something else, for the time being, because sometimes she'll do things that stress mommy out, which is what kids do. But normally I'll just think about her or look at her, picture on my phone or whatever, and I'm immediately filled with love and positivity, and I remember why I'm doing this in the first place for her, because I wouldn't care so much about having, so much financial security if it wasn't for my baby girl. I didn't really give two shits before, but now I do. So let's see. I think that's just about it. But the subliminals, so important. And a lot of people hate subliminals because they say it's hard for them to sleep. Find some that you like. That's why I'm not going to link any, because you might not, you have to go through several. But there will be one that you can handle while you sleep. And you need that. And you can turn it on really low. You don't have to wear headphones. Just, have your phone plugged up by you. Turn it on really low. And most of them only last for a couple of hours, so it's not the entirety of your sleep. If you want one that is, look for those 8-hour videos, because they are out there. And I think that's all I have. I'll link my stuff below as always, and check out my new merch. I think I'm going to do a lottery winner shirt, because that'd be something that you could wear and just show the world, and they'd be like, oh, did you win the lottery? And yeah, I did win. I'm not gonna tell you how much, but I did win. And then that's even giving your subconscious more, okay, because you're wanting to trick your subconscious into believing that you have already won those millions. Because once your subconscious believes that, is going to happen in the 3D world, because we create with our subconscious. We do. That's how we create. That's why those subliminals are so important. My husband won't do them, and I keep telling him that's why you're stuck right now. Do it for at least a few nights. You don't have to do it every single night, but especially in the beginning. If you still have those blocks, do it until you feel that they're gone, until you feel that, I really feel like I'm going to win. Once you really start to feel that way, you don't need the subliminals anymore. If you still want to listen to them, though, it cannot hurt. So I think that's it. I don't think I left anything out. If I did, I will just type it in the description. But good luck, guys. Blessed be.